Alright, so today we've got Brandon challenging the Psychic Gym. Brandon trying to play with the big boys, get in the big leagues. And I'm like, Brandon, you can do anything your heart to. Right? Maybe a little bit positive? No? Positivity? No? Alright, well anyways, I lead off with Ursula, my Malamar. He leads off with Smeargle. Now, if this was one gen ago, then we would all be expecting a Dark Void here. Or maybe even a Spore, I guess. Anyways, Spore comes out, and I'm like, you know what, this is why I led off with you, because I felt like Malamar would be the best lead for this team. So I lead off with the Malamar. I eat my delicious and nutritious berry, go for the superpower, get up my defenses, and I'm just like, alright, what do you do now? Because now, you kind of can't just like start setting up hazards. So you either have to Spore me again, or you have to set up hazards. You know, I don't know what I'm thinking. Anyways, whatever. I guess he could have put me back to sleep and then start setting up again. It is, you know what? Whatever. So, anyways, I go for another superpower. So I'm like, +2 defenses, +2 physical attack. We are decent position, right? Yeah, we'll see what he wants to bring in next. Smear goes down, there's rocks on my side of the field. We'll see. Alright, we'll see. So in comes Chansey. A shiny Chansey. And I'm just like, well, I don't just plain like you, Chansey, alright? You're a thorn on my side. And so, right here I'm scared because I'm like, holy crap, it lived. Counter, probably, right? Counter coming my way. It comes out, which I guess, you know, to some extent is pretty bad too. But I get toxicked. And Chansey's just chilling there. Like, yeah, he's got poison. Anyways, I was about to curse, but let's not do that right now. This is a kid's show of some sort. So, down goes Chansey. I went for the knockoff just in case you wanted to switch. Take out the Lucky Punch, which is a very, very good item to have on Chansey. It raises the critical hit ratio, right? Anyways, so Dusclops joins in and it's gonna take this knockoff. And I was actually pretty surprised that it lived. I know Dusclops' defenses are through the roof, especially with the Violet, but I'm like, you one-eyed freak! You are actually doing a pretty good job doing that, right? Anyways, so the following turn. Actually, that turn, he goes for a Nightshade. Following turn, I go for a rest, because I'm like, I'm tired of this. I need some rest. I'm not dealing with this. Actually, you know what? Your one eye actually fits with the background. Amazing, Dusclops. Amazing work. Anyway, so I go to sleep. Dusclops also goes to rest. Rests. Starts sleeping. He's done with my stuff. He's done with my BS as well. We're both done with each other. We're so over each other, I guess, right? So we're both sleeping. Not listening to anybody at this point, I guess, right? You know, just sleeping on the battlefield. This is a live battle going on. These two are just sleeping. Action-packed stuff. Anyway, so the following turn, he goes for the sleep talk. Now I do not have such luxuries, as the Dusclops also is able to pick the right move, go for the Nightshade, while Ursula just continues to sleep. Thanks for that. So Ursula sleeping. Another sleep talk from the Dusclops. What will it be? Goes for the Will-O-Wisp, but it fails due to my sleep status. Ursula wakes up. I'm able to go for the knockoff, and it does, you know, it does a good amount of damage. Unfortunately, Brandon, you mistimed the sleep talk attack. Otherwise, you could have actually done a number on my Ursula. You could have actually probably weakened it a lot. Actually, could have done like a Will-O-Wisp or something. You could have hurt it. But anyways, in comes Neo, his Groudon, and I'm just like, holy Christ, I want to see how well I can handle one of these things' attacks, because this thing is just like mega uber, so I'm like, alright, yeah, let's see what's gonna happen, alright. So, Groudon comes in, starts lighting everything up, just blaze, and I'm just like, alright, well, we might make it, boys, we might make it, probably not. So, I go for the superpower, that does very little, for being, what is it, +2? +3? No, I think it's +2. Very little. So I'm like, alright, well, I'm kind of screwed. As my alarm goes off, that means that whatever I'm cooking is done. So, Groudon, you might be setting more things on fire than you are aware of. My kitchen might... We'll start burning up things. Something. Anyways, Groudon goes for another Precipice Blades. And what did I do? I think I went for the superpower, right? Yeah, I'm just building up my defenses, building up my attack. Groudon is going to not appreciate this, and he's going to go down, go sleeping with the fishes. Now that he's out, maybe he can help me turn off the freaking stove before the house goes on fire. Probably not. So in comes Marshadow, and I was actually scared that he would bring in this martial battle a little earlier. I'm not scared, but I was like, if he brought in the martial battle earlier, then I would have definitely just switched out because I'm not trying to let you copy all of my stats because then that's how I get destroyed, right? So, brings in the martial battle, I switch. I have to sacrifice my Espeon, unfortunately, because I really would not want to deal with a Marshadow with +3 attack and defense. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not dealing with that. So, we withdraw. I bring in my Metagross. And Marshall's going to go for the Spectral Thief, not Teeth. And I live at 4, so you can only imagine what would have happened, the destruction that would have ensued had I actually allowed it to boost its stats up. It would have made for, I guess, a crazier battle, but I would have probably lost for being an idiot. Anyways, so, following turn, Brandon brings in Salamence. So I'm here just thinking what to do. What should I do? Do I go for residual damage? Do I go for a flat-out attack? Maybe I don't want to start trying to get residual damage because he could set up a Dragon Dance and then start wrecking my life. Who knows what he's going to do? This and that. Blah, 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 blah. Anyways, before you know it, Salamence Earthquakes me. Dead! Yeah, that's the way I'm living at. So, down goes Metagross. So now I'm like, what do we do now? What do we do, right? So I bring in my enlightenments because this is what I need right now. I need enlightenment. I need to figure out what the heck we're doing. So I bring this bad boy in here, and I go for the fake out, get some residual damage going, of course. Village always helps. And he goes for the Fire Blast. My concern levels drop significantly. They would not have had that Fire Blast hit and burn me because then I would have been kind of screwed a little bit. To some extent, I guess I still have mom to the back, this and that. Anyways. Down goes Salamence to the Ice Punch, and the Psychic Gym is defended. Although it wasn't an official Psychic Gym battle just because of the legends and stuff like that. But it was a nice battle nonetheless.